Welcome to another episode of Hereford FC here on Vanilla FM, and we're going to catch up with the squad now. I've spent some time just towards the end of the transfer window trying to use up some of the money that we've made to strengthen the squad for next season, so that when the next transfer window arrives at the start of the year, we don't have a lot to spread ourselves. So I've spent quite a lot of money getting some players in. So let's take a look at what we've got for the first squad. So let me just get my notes up on the side. There you go. So we already had Simon as our main goalkeeper. 18 years old, and he's starting to really become our main goalkeeper, really. So I think he's going to develop quite well for us. But we also went and got ourselves another player on loan, and Dana Minogue. Now, these players, they're obviously contracted to other clubs, but I'm hoping that just by building this relationship here now, at the end of the loan, I might be able to either buy them or offer them a contract. So we'll see. So Enda has come to the club as well on loan. I'll talk about transfers out in a minute, but yeah. On the right side of the fence, we still have Sean Hogan, and we are still playing. Where is he? Aaron Skinner is still around. So Aaron Skinner, a little bit on the decline. I don't know if it's because he's not playing as much, but yeah. So Aaron Skinner, 23 years old, still around. He's probably going to be substituted next year with a different player, so he's probably going to get swapped around with another player. On the left side, we have one new face. So we've had all season Bailey Sloan. He's our main defender on the left. But we also got ourselves Charlie Sawyer, who is... Where is he? Charlie Sawyer's. He's going to double up as a centre midfielder and a left midfielder. He can do both, mainly on the left, really. But he's got great physique, only 21 years old, so he can still develop a lot. Quite a big overall in the centre of the fence. So we saw last episode we went and got this guy on loan, but we also now have Gottfried Boaki on a permanent deal. It's a zero contract, but we'll keep him beyond that, I'm sure. We also went and got, for the backup, Darren again. He was with us before on loan. And we recently also confirmed another Irish player, Clancy. And again, these are all young players, so they're going to be with us for a while, I think, if they carry on developing. Defensive midfield, we also have a couple of new faces. So we already have a head on loan, Henry, and he's been playing there. He's been our main defensive midfielder for the entire season. Phil Gannon was a new acquisition last episode, I think, already. He's more experienced. And then we also managed to secure a deal, and he's going to play our first match now for us. Regan Riley. He came from Oldsham. So yeah, he's going to be one of our defensive midfielders. We still have Gus around. Where is Gus? Although we are looking to sell him. There we go, Gus. He's still around. He's got quite strong attributes too, but I'm guessing next season again we'll offload him as well. Then in the attacking midfield, we have one new player who's not playing for us today, but he has been doing quite well for us. Matt Keane is also potentially our new captain as well, once Lewis Hudson leaves the club. But today we have still Omari playing there in that position for this next game. And then on the left side, again, we still have Sam Osborne, who's been doing quite well for us in that position. But we did get a new backup for that position, Connor Drinan. And I think he might develop quite well given some time. Then in attack, we have 4 new strikers. So this is all overall. So we've got, first of all, Omar Bogum, who's going to be the more experienced one in that position. We are going to play for the first time Mason Bloomfield, but then I'm more excited about these next two. So he's been playing ever since he arrived, Callum Warfield, but he's giving way to Bloomfield to debut. He's been doing quite well for us, and I think he might develop a bit. He's not got great ratings, but he's been doing well in game. And then sadly, recovering from injury still, kind of, Victor Udezi, and he's our new young striker that I'm hoping to develop into next season. So that's the new squad. We still have some other players kicking about that we are hoping to sell or offload some other way. And so far we have managed to offload history, actually. Transfer history, transfers out. Matt Preston's left to go to Waterford. Andy Williams left to go to Kingtonia. And then both Mitchell Roberts and Matt Richards went to Hornchurch. So that's the amount that we've been able to offload. Any released players? Not really. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to play this next match now. We are hedging closer and closer to becoming champions. I think give it a couple more games and we'll be champions. We've got quite a decent lead at the moment of 25 points, and we only have 10 matches left, so it'll be within the next couple of matches. We also have managed to get on to the next stage of the FA Trophy, so that's the semi-final against Hartlepool. So that'll be our next game for the FA Trophy. But there we are. So we're going to go ahead for this match. Oh yeah, we have a few new players that are going to play for the first time. So let's confirm that. And I'm not planning to bring anyone in now until the new season starts again in August. So that is going to be the squad that's going to take us to the start of next year. But I'm hoping now that I have this sort of baseline, there are a few loans that I need to obviously work with and try to either confirm those or replace them. So examples of that are the 2 goalkeepers are on loan. Shan Hogan here on the right side of the fence is on loan. One of our centre mid defenders is on loan, as well as our defensive midfielder Henry. But everything else we'll keep for next year, and then we'll just have to get a couple of more players. So it's kind of clever, I think, to do it that way, where you kind of split the burden of transfers between the 2 windows, especially because you have such a long window at the Enterprise North level. Actually, both Enterprise leagues have a really long window. And I believe I'm working within budget, so the wage budget, there's like a tiny slither of that left, so that's good. First goal here for Bloomfield, so goal on debut. It's a really good start. About the game, I think the bug fixes they've been introducing have been positive. I do like the feature that they brought back where the spacebar reads through the messages as well, so you can't... it's a preference you have to tick in processing settings, where you select not to proceed unless you've read all your messages, and I like that, so I've enabled that. And that means I can just use the spacebar to read through messages before I continue, which is good. They still have a bug though. I haven't reported it yet, I should, but where sometimes it reads the first message by default, like it skips the first message on your inbox, the top one, so as if you've read it but you haven't. So that still happens sometimes. And I wish there was a setting to disable this 2D view. Yeah, I think it's really distracting. If you're not interested, I'm not interested, so I'd rather not have it. I can see how it's useful for people that really fine-tune their tactics and so on, but I like playing the game in a more it's slightly faster style. So I still like to see the whole highlights and stuff, but I still play with key highlights only. Yeah, I wish that the 2D view could be skipped somehow. Yeah, so you could just focus on the numbers, which is how I like doing it. Oh, a goal just before halftime. Oh. There's still some like small issues here, like with the spacing between the number and the player's name and so on. There are still a few spacing issues. I do like that the ball has the FM logo for some of the lower leagues where there's no official ball. I think that's a nice touch. Right, so let's address the team here and maybe make some changes. Okay, let's get him here. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, just one for now, and then we have a few more to do during the second half. Sadly I don't have another goalkeeper on the bench, so I wish that top-down view that you get in between the highlights and this data populating, I wish that they would leave that in the background. I think that would be quite nice. Just empty, no bubbles or anything, no players or anything. Just, I think it just looks nice as a background. Let's do the table here. Okay. Right, so let's get Aaron Skinner on the pitch, and we'll save a few for 10 minutes time. So we're gonna have Warfield, I think. I'm gonna play him over that side. That's what he's been doing well. And Sawyers. Might get Gus in and swap them around like that. Maybe not, maybe leave it, yeah, okay. Alright, so those are our 5 subs all complete. We're having plenty of shots, we're just not putting it on target that much. We're still dominating the match somehow, except we're not winning. I think our goalkeeper's having a hard time today. He's just come back from injury. This is his first game back from injury, and we pulled level with another Bloomfield. 2 goals on debut. That's pretty good going. Good ball from Skinner, and then just headed it close to the post. That's a pretty good goal. And it's going to be a draw, I suspect. Not much time left on the clock. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So, that was a pretty good match. I will progress a few more matches, and then we'll reconvene here on the channel for possibly the final match, or maybe the trophy final if I get that far. But yeah, so we are very, very close to being able to get the promotion without having to go through playoffs, which will be nice. So I'll see you again on the channel soon. If you want to support the channel, head over to Patreon as well. So the link is somewhere in the description or in the channel page. But yeah, it'd be great to get your support as well. But see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.